to Garage419. I'm Matt Farah. Joining me today, our fresh out of bed looking friend, Mike Spinelli. Welcome.
Thank you, Matt. Welcome.
I don't really need to welcome you anymore, do you? I mean, you're kind of already here.
I don't know. You could say anything you want. It's very polite, though, and politeness goes a long way.
And you know what we do today? Let's talk about cars.
Okay.
We usually do that anyway. We kind of spend all day talking about cars, so why not today? Lots of big news. We got a new Acura NSX, maybe. We've got Top Gear announcing the third guy, and it's not me. And of course, we've got, our top story today. This is an interesting one. Apparently, the California Highway Patrol went into a high school as part of a drunk driving awareness program and told selected classrooms that their friends had died the night before in drunk driving accidents. Now, this wasn't true. They made it up, right? Does that make sense to you?
Well, I mean, it makes sense. You're saying this was like a scared straight program,
yeah.
in other words?
Yeah.
So they came in and they said, oh, yeah, by the way, your friends are dead. And,
I don't think they said, by the way, your friends are dead. I mean, I think they were a little somber in their approach, probably. But basically, they said that a drunk driver had hit a school bus, killing about 20 different people.
I think it's sick. I mean, honestly, I get what they're trying to do. They want to drive a point home. This is crap. It's absolutely horrible to create the kind of trauma that you would
see. Trauma is the word there.
Yeah.
Because according to MSNBC, there were kids who were traumatized, which set off kind of a media circus. But to me, like why would cops look? It's easy to be anti-cops, okay? But I'd rather be anti-media because let's face it, the media sensationalizes pretty much everything, don't you think?
Well, yeah, sure. I mean, I don't think it's anti-cop to say, to tell somebody that 30 of their friends are dead.
There's got to be more to that story, right? That can't be cops walking into classrooms. That can't be the
right.
Whole
I mean, it sounds like ridiculous.
Wait, hold that thought.
Okay.
I'm going to go look into this. I'm going to go make some phone calls. I'll be back.
Once again, you are wrong.
How am I wrong, Lloyd?
You are trying to ruin the moral fiber of America.
This is getting ridiculous.
We're going to call the cops and ask for their public relations guy.
The specific goal of the Every 15 Minutes program is basically to make teenagers, the young drivers, more aware of the dangers of drinking and driving. And it does that in a way that's, eye-opening, and it is tend to be a little dramatic in that we set up a mock collision one day, and then we do make notifications in the classroom of the students that are going to be portraying a drunk driver, the living dead that actually circle around the crash, injured parties involved in the collision, and then obviously some fatalities.
Why do you think that this particular incident was deemed more newsworthy if it's been happening for a while now?
I have no idea. We have no idea. Like I said, this program's been going on for a long time. I know the CHP has been handling it in California for at least 10 years. This particular school, I mean, we had some dissension among some teachers. I mean, you're talking, I guess there's 150 teachers there, and 4 teachers out of the 150 didn't agree with the program. And then apparently some of the children were traumatized. And I don't think that the teenagers in this case, or the young kids in this case, are any different from when they were across the state.
Yeah.
It just happened to, I don't know. I mean, you'd have to ask the parents that actually complained. I don't even know who they are.
Okay.
See, that's the thing, is nobody came up to me. Nobody talked to me about it after it was over.
So they didn't come and talk to the highway patrol officers. They just went straight to the media with it?
Correct.
Okay.
And we've been trying to deal with it ever since. I mean, this is not something, we don't set this program or run this program up to try to give kids nightmares. It's not, and, there's some things that have been misquoted in the press, things that I said, they said that I said, and all that kind of stuff. But at this point, there are going to be some, obviously it'll be looked at, there'll be some revisions made, but the program's going to keep going on. It's not going to stop just because a few kids were traumatized, because the point of this is that, and all you need to do is look at the stats. 15 to 19-year-olds are our worst drivers. It's a 2-day thing. It's not like we just show up, kill a few kids, traumatize them by going into class, and then that's it. There's the mock crash, and then afterwards, the young adults that are, part of this the exercise, the juniors and seniors, are actually sequestered, and they don't even go back to their class. They don't go home. They stay with the faculty, the individuals that are chaperones, and then we have a whole separate retreat just for them. Our goal isn't to have them so emotionally upset that they can't function. It's just to get them to think the next time they're faced with the choice of, should I drink and drive or should I call someone for help? That's the whole point of the program. And this has always been my main point, is once you get behind the wheel of a car, now your actions affect everybody on the road. I don't care if you pass chemistry, math, history. That doesn't affect me. If you get in that car and you do something stupid, now that it affects me. And it affects my family and my children that are out there riding with their moms. So, that's why it's so important that we need to reach them. You have to affect some sort of change in their behavior. And just sitting there talking about it in a nice way to teenagers will put them to sleep.
Well.
No, it doesn't work.
Yeah,
it's never worked.
Extreme angles sometimes are the best way to go.
Well, in this case, it works. I know it works.
Matt? Where the hell did you go? All right. Go make your phone calls, and I'll be right here.
We're going to call Steve Lombard from the school district.
There was an unfortunate use of the word traumatized in there that, that people are thinking, oh, we did this intentionally to traumatize kids, that was never anybody's intent to traumatize anyone.
Yeah.
The idea was to create an impact so kids would understand. And unfortunately for us, the way the program was run, with the modification of the way it was introduced to the students, everything was to the T about the way every 15 minutes runs the program.
Yeah.
And again, we based it on the advice of the California Highway Patrol and neighboring schools in other districts who've run it this way several times and have had any kind of media onslaught or impact whatsoever. It's been all over the place from people who are reading what they're hearing about what really happened.
Yeah.
We had about 4 or 5 parents originally who were concerned, and our school district and our administration addressed those concerns, and they've been fine with it.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, do you think that would you call it a successful attempt at this program?
That's a good question, Matt. I think overall the message that was delivered to the students was definitely successful.
Yeah.
Maybe in the way it was done was probably not handled properly. I think the actual message was certainly gained through the program, but it could have been done, in a slightly different way. The health and welfare of our students is of the utmost concern to us in this district.
Yeah.
And we would never go out of our way to intentionally harm them or traumatize the students in any way. So the district has apologized if it's made any, if there's been an impact on students that, was not intended. And that's the best we could tell you right now.
All right. Well, that's more than enough. So I really appreciate your time, Steve. Thanks so much, man.
Oh, Matt.
Yeah.
You're back.
There we go.
Fantastic.
So basically, I talked to the cops, talked to the school board, and the whole thing was kind of just blown way out of proportion. The students helped plan it. They've been doing the same exact thing for like 10 years, and no one's ever said kind of peep until now. I don't know. Someone brought up the word traumatized, and all of a sudden the media went crazy. But it's really nothing to laugh at.
Dude, I think it's total bullshit. Are you kidding me? Like they told, so the students planned it, but they still told these kids that 30 of their friends were dead. It's like fire in a crowded theater. I mean, why would you do that? I understand.
But they told them they were still alive like an hour later.
Ooh, oh, by the way, all your friends are dead. Oh, wait a minute. No, here they are. Oh, yeah. I hope you get that lesson that we just taught you, Well, yeah, okay, so they learned a lesson. And
Right.
trauma, I guess, will teach you a lesson. But, you think it's going too far?
Well, look, they just said that if the cops can upset a few kids and in possibility, save a few lives, then it's probably worth it. At the end of the day, it might be. So,
well, I hope it does.
I hope it does too.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching Garage419, our first foray into investigative reporting.
You're
Stick
the
around,
I-team.
and more news content coming at you. Peace.